Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Today, upon Cold's Sinister Squadron heartlessly eliminating Nori, Goku is brought back to flashes of Frieza doing the exact same thing to his best friend Krillin. Returning to the fabled Super Saiyan form for the first time since his battle with the Tyrant. He's had enough playing around with these would-be invaders. Find Master Roshi Stone hidden somewhere in today's video, and be the first to comment where you found it at, and you'll get that comment pinned in this video and a shout out in the next. So shout out to FPK and Michael Showers 4471 for being the first two to find it in the last video. Putting him out of his misery, Shima returns to tell Yamori to rest in peace. Acknowledging her arrival, while Goku knew better, here Soba was thinking the battle was over. Even Shamo picks himself from the rubble. He screams out to his leader that she'll wait her turn. He was fighting him before she got back. Again showing disrespect and chirping back to him to shut up. She bluntly states that this Saiyan has been kicking the guano out of him. He can go kill the Yardrats instead. While compliant, he warns that after he's done with them, he wants his fight. Heading after him, the Ginger stops him in his tracks. He's not going anywhere until he beats her. Spotting the Yardrats, the bird is delighted to find his lost toys. The other Yardratian tells Bondan to go find Nori. She's hiding somewhere. He'll take care of this guy. Shima has to inquire if he really is a Saiyan. When she sees him fighting, he doesn't seem like he's trying to kill him. Who promptly responds it's because they're not worth it. Although he may not have power. Yardrat only hopes that his speed and savvy will buy a little time. He spouts to the invader that strength grants little benefit without foresight, who can't help but chuckle and agree. Soba fires a blast as the fiend seems to obliterate the other Yardrat. Even though it doesn't do much. That was his last attack. The savior of this world falls backwards, beginning to lose consciousness. Again, this doesn't do much damage, but it works really well to make him mad. Shamo screams that he's going to pay for that. Looking over, Goku wants to know what that guy's planning. Jumping in the way, somehow he can't believe that someone, a mercenary death soldier of one of the most evil creatures in the universe no less, would attack a man on the ground. They're nothing but cowards. Still awake, Soba does his best to thank Goku for the save, who assures he fought well, but he'll take it from here. Sporting a new do. The grunt clacks his fist, grumbling for the Saiyan to prepare for his final hour. Of course, our hero tells him to do the same. Handling him with ease, the Ginger remains confident he won't escape him. Regrouping. Shamo knows this guy is strong, but there's no way he'll survive their ultimate attack. Creating something they call the Thunder Eagle. It's coming in too fast. As the smoke clears, it looks like they got him. He must have been disintegrated. No one has ever survived that attack. He'll be no exception. However, it looks like Nori got to him just in time. Thanking her, Goku lets her know how awesome that was, but he has to finish this fight. Firing at him and shouting it's not over. It's now Shamo realizes what's going on. It was because of this Yardrat that Saiyan was able to survive their attack. She must perish. Quickly running over and grabbing her, she cries out for Goku to help. The bird taunting him to hurry and do so if he can. Her hero hollers for him to release her. She can't even defend herself. And if that's what he wants. This level of malice and evil echoing the exact scenario on Namek which caused the Super Saiyan transformation. He can't help but feel that he has yet again failed to save someone who called out to him directly. He trembles that he's going to pay for that. He unleashes the same power he used to put down even the likes of Frieza himself. With this, it looks like the good guys have won. Eliminating the sinister fiend previously known as Shamo, Goku turns to the last remaining member of Cold Squadron. He warns if she doesn't want to suffer the same fate, she needs to leave immediately. She's a decent warrior, but with her current power, she doesn't stand a chance. He has her pegged as the strongest of her group, but she's not even close to Frieza. Not willing to accept this fate, she barks back if he really wants to try her. He can take on her plasma crunch. After the blast lands, she thinks that likely did it. And she did it all right. Again, the Saiyan hisses that he tried to warn her that she couldn't hurt him. But this is impossible! This guy isn't real! He just tanked that attack head on! Relentless in his attempts to spare her life, he yells for her to give up. She's lost this fight. Get lost and don't ever come back to planet Yardrat or she'll regret it. Get out of here now and he will let her live. But is this what he really wants? He might regret it. When Hushu rushes over to urge him to finish the job, they can't take any chances with her. She and her alliances are far too dangerous for the safety of this world. Head in the clouds, Goku believes everyone deserves a second chance. Many of his former enemies have become present allies. Anyway, he's gonna stay around here for a while. If there's any problem, he will intervene. Shima turns away, but scoffs for him not to expect a thank you. A cool breeze passes through the battlefield. The planet Yardrat was at peace. And seemingly just in time, Goku falls out of his Super Saiyan form and groans that he can't take it anymore. Asking what's wrong, Hushu worries what's happening to Goku. It's his stomach. He's starving! Grabbing soba, Bondan is surprised to see his elder. He tells how the chief is in pretty bad shape, but fortunately still alive. Who responds that they'll treat him. They're also going to need reinforcements to rebuild the destroyed village. Meanwhile, a couple hundred miles away, Shima reminisces on how she always trained to be a great warrior. Initially, she did so in order to defend those suffering oppression, but she had to suppress that desire the day space pirates conquered her planet. The men were exterminated and the women enslaved. It wouldn't be long before they'd be sold off to be tortured and humiliated. With every passing day, her anger grew. Eventually, she couldn't bear to live like that anymore. She destroyed her oppressors with the help of a powerful king. She and Cold shared a common enemy. That's how he recruited her to be the leader of his elite squadron. That day, she thought she was finally free. Even if she didn't share King Cold's ideologies, at least she could fight. But after seeing that Saiyan fight with such conviction to save a race that he barely knew, she remembered the goal she had originally set for herself. She's going to have to drop off the grid. King Cold will never forgive her for failing this mission. With the planet Yardrat saved, and Goku managing to spare at least one life that would have also been lost, we're left to wonder if King Cold will attempt to track down Shima to punish her for her failure. Also, what will his plans for Yardrat be after discovering the Saiyan who killed his son is still alive?